Hey, perfect spirit. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, happy Chinese New Year. It's a big happening. Gonna see a parade on the weekend, huh?
Yeah, it's time to celebrate the new year and the new
Yes,
day, the new moment,
yes,
and just
yes.
to celebrate life itself.
Okay, let's see who's gonna join us. We're early.
Yeah,
Early.
yeah, we are early.
Rare occurrence.
Oh, so we have Kat, we have Denise, we have Rebecca.
Oh my goodness. Who do you want to I'm gonna take Denise.
Okay,
Okay, Denise, initial U?
Denise Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Then I'll take Kat, then you can take Rebecca. So that's the order they've come in.
Okay, so I'm taking Denise.
Yeah, and I'm going to do Kat. Then
Okay.
Then we have Rebecca. Here's Cheryl. Lisa.
Okay, so the first card I'm getting for you is the Cloak of Wisdom. So this is saying to me that you know a lot more than you think you do. Sometimes we think that another person knows more. They're mentors. They're terrific at anything, and you might be putting yourself in a corner because you know more than you think you do. And this is saying be strong. It's also what these cards are saying, that you need to develop more confidence in yourself. You're stronger and smarter than you think. And the answers are not outside of you. The next card I'm pulling for you is forgiveness. So it's letting go of the judgment, particularly about yourself. So it's all saying the same thing. We need to develop more self-awareness, more self-confidence, more self-trust. And the last card I'm going to pull for you, because all three cards are coming together with the same message. Let me see if there's a resolution. And it's transformation. When you realize that, that's when the transformation comes, and the things that you choose to have will manifest. Okay.
All right, I'm going to read for Kat here. Let's take a look here. So, Kat, let me take your energy. And before I forget, I am doing a healing circle this Wednesday. The link is in the comments above for tonight. The Arc of the Golden Light is what we're doing Wednesday. Definitely. It should be an interesting event. And we have a lot of messages here already, a lot of chat. So if we miss you, it's not on purpose. Just say hello again, and we're doing the best that we can. So, Kat, this is what we get. A new opening. I think I've gotten this message for you before. It seems familiar. Basically, a new opening is allowing yourself to let go of the old. That the mind likes to cling on to the old because the mind doesn't like change. It likes to hang on to those old stories, even if they don't support you. Like the mind doesn't care if you're in pain, you're suffering, you're hurting. It's familiar to the mind, so it doesn't embrace the new way, if you will. So it's really about that new opening. And let me see. I feel I'm a call to the word deck here. Like you need a word. And let's see what that is. Let's go with the new opening. Guide it. Perfect with this. Guide it. Reminding you that you're never alone. And I just posted about this earlier, that we're always guided. We're never alone. We're always surrounded by our spiritual team. But it requires that new opening to embrace change, to let go of the old door. And with that, we're just going to end with an animal. And that will be for Cat. Let's take a look here. Oh, well, look at this. Wolf guardian protected. It's safe to trust your wisdom, your insights that are coming from your spiritual team, your guides. That's okay to let go, to not figure things out, to relax and allow those insights to rise up and act on those.
Okay, I'm reading for Rebecca.
Rebecca Nichols. Yeah.
Yeah, Rebecca Nichols. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Oops, these cards fell out. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to put three together. And let's start with these three. Okay, so this is abundance that's around you. Sometimes we don't realize all the wonderful things we have. We need to be grateful for all the generosity that other people have given us and shown us in big ways and small. This is saying look more for the small clues, like the things that we bypass, like not only having food on the table, but just small miracles like having clothing and having friends and having a family. It's just focusing on what we have and to be grateful for it. And you're surrounded by love. You're not only surrounded by abundance, but you're surrounded by love. Also, a mother figure that's coming up. And that could be symbolic, that's protection and love and nurturing. Or it could be that an actual person is surrounding you, is very important in your life, who is your nurturer, your primary care person. And this is saying it's a call to action, not to procrastinate. So the guidance that you are getting from the other side and from here is not to procrastinate. Now is not the time to just settle in and be complacent and wait for things to manifest. It's going after your dreams, and it's going after what you want. And finally, the last card for you, Rebecca, is the Wheel of Life. And not to get put off by the way things are manifesting in cycles. We have our ups and we have our downs, and we can pay attention to those cycles and we can be guided by them, or we can become overwhelmed by the ups and downs. We can ride the waves and enjoy life and look at life as an adventure, or we can be submerged in fear and complacency. Sometimes change is scary. Okay, that scroll was distracting. Don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of messages in the scroll.
But that was very distracting. I was trying to read.
Yeah, lots of messages.
Just don't do that again.
Lots of messages here in the scroll. So is Amanda Seal still here? Amanda, are you still online? I'm feeling really strong father energy with you. So if Amanda's here, I know she's sort of down in the scroll, but I just felt really drawn when I see her name. If Amanda's here, let me know, because I really feel a strong father energy.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.
All right, Amanda is here. Okay, just feeling a very strong father energy with you. I just get a sense that you're not alone. You're not in this by yourself. I just keep feeling that you're not alone. You're not alone. I feel that very strong. But you feel a little isolated, a little lonely. I'm not sure what's going on there, but let's take a look at the energy.
So you're reading for Amanda, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a great card. It's the transformation card. And this just reminds me of a story of Thich Nhat Hanh, who just recently passed. And he always talks about transformation. This is a great message. So a cloud transforms into water, to ice, to whatever it may be. That water is just transforming. And I guess the message from your father is he's still here. He's just transforming into a different form that you may not be able to see right now, but he is with you. That's what I'm feeling with the transformation card, that, even though you don't see him, he's transformed into a different form, but he's still with you. And then I'm going with the Shaman's Oracle deck here. And let's take a look. And let's see what the message here from the Shaman's Oracle deck. Oh, well, this is really a deep message from him. Okay. So we're getting the lies card. So somebody's telling you a story. Somebody's just telling you a story that's not the truth, because you're getting the truth card as well. So you know what the truth is. Somebody's telling you lies, and all the cards are lining up the knowing card, the knowing the truth from the lies. So it's really about a confirmation of trusting yourself, trusting your insights, trusting the information that you are getting, and just not paying attention to someone's stories. I feel like there's some stories that are just nonsense. You need to let go, that you know the truth. You can distinguish between the truth and the lies.
Okay. Lisa. Lisa was first. Lisa Crawford. This reading is for you, Lisa. We'll start with these two. This is embarking on learning something new. It could be something that's related to work, or it could be a hobby, but it's to stimulate you and to allow you to grow, to learn something new, or maybe it's upgrading your skills, but it's something using your mind and in a powerful way that serves you, that's pleasurable. I think it has to do with taking on maybe a new hobby, or doing some spiritual studies. Also, the wands are about entrepreneurism, so it could be in business, but learning something new is definitely important. This is speaking the truth. So this could be writing things, keeping a journal, or just speaking your mind more. You need to be more open, not to be afraid to offend people. I don't mean to be abrasive or caustic, but to be straightforward and honest with people, so you don't end up feeling like you have to hold back all the time. And this is hello from heaven. So you're being guided and being protected by those who have passed. And they're trying to convey this to you, that we need more growth. We need more stimulus in our life to stimulate us. And for you, the mental cognitive way of doing things is good for you, rather than something just physical, doing something, learning something new, or doing something different that involves some thinking and learning. And finally, this is also saying to me, not only to learn something new, but then not to forget to balance your life out. This is psychic insight, that you are very intuitive. So don't let go of the baby with the bathwater. Don't do everything, put all your eggs in one basket. That's to be broad, a broad spectrum, not to keep your spirituality, but also to keep your mind active and tuned in. Okay.
All right. I'm just going to look at the scroll a little bit here. There's so many messages. I just want to see which one comes out to me, like Amanda that really needs a message. There's
a lot of people.
There's a lot of people here tonight.
And what I'm suggesting too, if you are seeing that we are immersed and you're not getting to you, maybe check in later. Although we are finishing at about 8:45 tonight.
So let's see.
And as always, next week.
Yeah. And then
so where are we up to about? I know you can't tell exactly.
Yeah. So, and also Wednesday, I'm doing a healing event, and there will be some intuitive information coming through in that event as well. You can see the link above. And let's see, I'm actually feeling called to Rayanne Dooley. When I was scrolling through the list, Rayanne just jumped out at me that she needs some support, is what I'm feeling. Needs some support. So let's see what I'm feeling 2 energy cards for Rayanne. Let's start with that. So I just feel she's in need of some assistance. Oh, wow. This is what a great combination of cards. The joy followed by the harmony card. Joy and harmony. It's like when you're in a joyful place, happy place, there's a harmony. There's a synchronicity that happens within the body. Harmony doesn't happen if you're depressed, feeling low, down in the dumps. You're not in harmony. You're not in synchronicity. You get more of those things that you don't want. When you're in harmony, you get more of the things that you do want. So very good combination there. And so let's go with this. So the big message there for you, Rand, is do whatever you can to keep your mood elevated, whether it's watching a funny video, playing music, doing something that will shift your mood. That's what's really important. It could be your favorite song, your favorite whatever. It could be jokes from your partner. It could be, whatever the thing that lights you. It brings you out of that low energy state, if you will. And from there, I'm going with the Shaman's Oracle deck. And let's take a look here. Oh, wow. This is great. So you get the illusion card with the purification card. It's telling you, get rid of the noise, the illusion, the stories that I can't do this, that I can't do that, that I'm not worthy and not good enough. That's all lies. We need to clear all of that stuff out. And then we're also getting the boundaries card about really honoring what's right for you. Not only stories, but what is right for you. What's going to keep you in harmony and sync with you, and not being like a people pleaser, doing something you don't feel comfortable with, but really honoring yourself.
Okay, so who else do we have?
We have so many.
I know. I'll pull down so I can see new names.
Yeah, there's just.
Let's just see. Okay, Matthew, last name initial W, visiting from. Liberia.
Yeah, we never read anybody from West Africa before.
Okay, nice. So this is for Matthew from West Africa. Hi, Matthew. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And the first card I'm getting for you is intervention and purpose. So it's no accident that you're tuning in, because this is allowing you to start to develop your own sense of purpose in life and understanding through the spiritual modality, through the spiritual medium. And this is something you need to hear tonight. that you are the divine director of your life. And you need to really focus in, because you have a strong purpose here. And the information will come to you when you meditate, when you're quiet. You're going to get insights into who you really are. We need more self-exploration. And this is things happening in divine order. They're happening when they're supposed to happen. So knowing that things are happening in their own time is going to take away from that impatience and frustration that you might be feeling. Like, when is this going to happen? What's going to happen? Remember, things happening in divine order will manifest the way they're supposed to in the time they will, no matter what you do. So just focusing on helping you also discover who you are and tune into yourself. Very important time in your life for transformation. This is deeply psychological and spiritually transformative for you this year and the next 2-3 years as well. And this is a feeling of vulnerability. So when the changes start to manifest, as again, you're going through a very deep transformation now psychologically, you're going to start to feel vulnerable. And that vulnerability might be distractive. And we need to concentrate on who we are, to focus not in a mental way, but in an intuitive, meditative way. And finally, the last card, let me pull one more for you, is to let go of the boundaries and know that you are limitless. The feeling of being bound up and stuck is in your mind. There is no limit to what you can have and what you can achieve. And to know your purpose and to know that things are happening the way they're supposed to. Again, get ready for that big transformation. It's over a period like of 3 years. Just don't be thrown for a loop. Just know that things are happening, and it's for your good. It's for your highest and greatest good. Okay.
All right. So this is for Kristen Peak. Just tuning in here, Kristen. See which deck is calling me.
I haven't seen Kristen in a few weeks.
I'm starting with the word deck here for Kristen. So let's start with the word tonight. Let's take a look here where we're going. Present. Present just reminds us to be aware of what's going on around us, that the mind can get really busy, and we miss what's right here in front of us. Usually the signs and symbols from loved ones trying to get our attention. So they say, hey, go this way. Remember when we did this? And they're just trying to get your attention. We just need to stay present to that. I'm also feeling the Shaman's Oracle deck for you as well. And let's take a look here. Actually, we're going to go with those. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. So we're getting the boundaries card about honoring your boundaries and being okay with your boundaries, not falling into the traps of the mind where you're stepping outside into an area where you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe. And then then you're getting the abundance card. The abundance happens in the present moment. That goes with the present card, absolutely. You can't be in abundant state when you're future guessing or dwelling in the past. So you're more abundant when you're present, you're fully here. And this goes along with those abundance present, the inspiration card. That means move from spirit, move from within you, move to this deeper voice. That's when you're also honoring your boundaries too, when you move from this deeper place as opposed to the mental place, trying to figure things out, trying to guess the way. When you're here present, then the way reveals itself, and you just got to follow the steps.
I saw someone named Maha 77, M-A-H. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. Maha, M-A-H-A 77. This reading is for you, Maha. And if we make a mistake with the pronunciation of your name, anyone, feel free to write your name out how it would be pronounced phonetically. Okay, Maha 77. And
leave a message if you're still waiting, because the scroll is nuts tonight.
Yes. And
just realize we're going to 7 different channels, so it may look quiet on your end, but there's another channel that's very busy.
Okay, this is telling me that we have lack mentality, that you're feeling impoverished, but it's more like it's in your mind that you feel that lack, that there's not enough to go around. And there's limitless possibilities, endless abundance. There's enough for everyone 10 times around, the universe has no limits. So it's letting go of the limitations of the mind and the feeling of lack. And that will lead to soul power. The next card I got was soul power. So you're feeling a little powerless now, maybe some expenses unexpectedly, or you feel washed away by life. I feel like you're being submerged by a wave. But really, it's more about accepting who you are and knowing that there are no limitations, that we have everything we need, and that soul power will manifest. And this is finally finding your bliss. So when you start to let go of that lack mentality, it's going to open up a door, and just the air is just going to come in, and the gifts are going to come in. If you follow the path you love. Now, this is very important, that we need to really stay focused on our path. Because if people just deter you and say you can't do it, or your mind tells you you can't have it, it's ridiculous, you'll never have the things you want. But the cards are saying, all of them are saying, focus on the abundance, open up that door, feel your soul power, and you will find your bliss. I think I'm going to stop right here because that's enough. That's really what I want you to focus on.
All right, so this is for Kelly Pritchard. I'm feeling let's tune in to Kelly here. Yeah, we're gonna start with the energy card here for Kelly. All right, let's take a look at the energy. The energy is everything turns to light, that everything returns back to its source. So the mind's, trying to improve itself. It's still doing all this kind of busyness. But we have to remember that everything is light. That is the true nature, that we are light, but we're chasing these physical things or these demands from the mind that aren't serving us. So I would say like everything turns to light was actually tune into the light. Everything tunes into the light. So it's about really tuning into yourself is what I'm feeling with that card. Letting go of the busyness of the mind and just really tuning into you and realizing I'm enough just the way I am. But my life situation is exactly as I want. So what's the step I can take? And we learned that by tuning into us, that next step. And I felt called to pull an animal for you. Well, this is perfect. What we were just talking about, the hawk focus. It's a focus on the one thing you really want and let go of the distractions, the busyness of the mind, just feeling lots of busyness. I'm just feeling like there's an answer out there for me someplace. Someone has my answer. Just want you to tune into you, really set that intention and focus on your spirit, your heart, and see what calls to you. And one last card here, pulling really obscure decks together, but it's okay. The word is victorious. It's saying, you're not inadequate. That's really what that card is. You're victorious. You're not inadequate. You're not missing anything. So it's about tuning into that light and realize everything is there. You just have to find the way forward. Like you could say that the spirit put $1,000 in the bank, but you have to follow spirit to get to it, because the mind will have no idea what bank.
Okay, Megan McCary. Okay, this is from Megan. I'm going to pull one at a time for you. The first card is taking a leap of faith and trusting that you can, again, take advantage of opportunities that come and think outside the box. Take a little risk once in a while, saying you don't have to do tried and true and stick to routines and, the conventional wisdom and all that. We need to be more open. And also, I feel like it's important for you to tap more into your creativity. And this is devotion. So this is what I feel is necessary, is to give yourself more self-care, to be more devoted to yourself, and take that leap of faith. Really believe and trust in yourself, that your own wisdom and your own inner calling will lead you in the right direction. It's more about trusting than anything else. And the next card is Transcendence. So the Transcendence comes when you take that leap of faith. So it's an important time in your life when something is going to manifest, an opportunity, a chance to do something new. And they're saying, really go for it, full speed ahead, not to rush impulsively into it. Because this is what I'm getting, is not to rush impulsively into things, but to take your time, but to open yourself up to new possibilities. So opening yourself to new possibilities doesn't mean being impulsive or rash or just going head first into a brick wall. It means taking your time, but listening to yourself and thinking outside the box. But again, the first thing that came to me is we need to tap more into that creativity. Yes, that's where you find your strength, and that's where you can build from.
All right, I want to read for Angela Molnar. So let's see what I'm feeling for Angela. Actually, we're going to start with this deck here. And let's see what we got here for Angela. Yeah, actually, there was two cards stuck together, but so I guess they both want to come out, so they'll come out together.
Huh. That means you got to read them, right?
Yeah, so with an animal. So we're going to start with this, 2 earth magics and an animal here for Angela. Let's see what we got here for Angela. So, this all makes perfect sense. Okay, so the coyote, the wise fool. It's really about not taking ourselves so serious, laughing at our follies, just enjoying life, not being so serious, so determined that it must happen this way. That's what I'm feeling, that it must happen this way, it must work out this way. It's to laugh at that and to realize life is unfolding as it needs to unfold. And you get the perfect cards here for this as well. The earth magic, the childhood, the innocence. They're not taking two things too serious, kids. They just want to play, have fun. So the coyote and the childhood innocence go together about laughing, having fun, enjoying life as it unfolds. And maybe you're not clear on the direction that it unfolds. So you're getting the lake, the stillness, to remind you, the less you think, the more you can know. This deeper knowing can come up. It's like when the mind's very active, very busy, it's too loud. The spirit voice is actually very quiet. So it's really to be still to hear that wisdom come up. And one last card here, then we're going to finish it. And with this, just to confirm it, then we're on to the next. Let's take a look here. Finding the balance in life. Like, where are you too serious? Where are you too playful? Finding that balance, because we can be too playful and not addressing the situation as it needs. So it just reminds you, have that balance as well, not being too serious and too playful. It's about finding the middle way, as the Buddhists say. All right, so what are you feeling called to?
Okay, I guess Alex John is the name that stands out. Okay, so this is for Alex John. Hi. Happy Monday. If it's Monday where you are, it could be Australia, right?
Yeah, happy Chinese New Year.
That too. Okay, look at the first card I got for you. This is great, Alex. This is new beginnings. So new things are going to manifest. Let's see where we go with them, what we do with them. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is really amazing. It says reach for your dreams. They're saying new beginnings of really reaching for what you truly want. And you're the creator of your own dreams. You can manifest I feel that you're very visionary, and to focus on those visions that you get. You're very prophetic and visionary, and that's a talent you have. I don't know if you know this, but the new beginnings that are happening for you are going to be exciting and new and adventurous, something that fulfills your heart's soul desire. And divine order, again, that card happens. It's just happening by itself. It's happening in its own time. And it's just being receptive to it, not to close the door by being negative or thinking that things have to be one way. The mind thinks things have to be a certain way. And in reality, it's the soul saying, no, it can be done anyway, whatever way works for you. And the next card is the Queen of Pentacles. This is being able to enjoy your own company. This is really, really being in love with yourself, finding who you really are and enjoying yourself and tapping into those dreams that but again, you're very visionary and you're very prophetic, and you need to focus more on that, just to let that manifest in your life. That's a skill that you have, that talent that you may want to look into. We can all learn new things when the mind and soul are ready.
Yeah, so let us know if you have any questions. I love to answer questions if you have them. We have all the cards out here. If you have some questions, let us know. The scroll is still a little busy, but I'm going to read for Eliana Julie.
Okay.
Let me read for it.
So who wasn't expecting a reading? Oh, Angela?
Yeah.
Oh, how nice. Well, a surprise.
Yeah, if we just feel called, we just can't.
You're welcome, Alex.
All right, so Eliana Julie from Florida. Let's take a look here. So this is the energy deck, and you're getting the positive thinking card. It just reminds you, pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts are setting the direction of life. So the more upbeat and positive you are, the more you're talking to yourself gently, softly, supporting, uplifting you, life is a lot easier. But if you're constantly beating yourself up, it feels like you're stuck in mud. So just remind you to be mindful of your thoughts and the direction that they're setting. And from there, we're going with the Shaman's Oracle deck. Oh, hey, Venus. Yeah, we're still reading.
Yeah, I'll take Venus next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Chris Keller still here?
Then you take Chris if she's still out. I'll take Venus. Yeah. Venus, hang in there.
All right, so this is great. So you're getting the exile card, Julian. That means exile yourself from all the negative stuff. Focus on the positive things that are going to move you forward. That's exile card. The path card. You're trying to find your way. You're feeling a little lost. Just remind you the path is always inside you. The mind has these 50 different paths in front of you. It creates a lot of confusion. Spirit has one path and saying, go this way, go this way, go this way. It's about being quiet and allowing that path to reveal itself. And you're getting the gifts card too. And what I'm feeling with the gifts is that you're feeling a lack and inadequacy, that you're not good in something. They're saying that's nonsense. That's that negative thoughts. Stay positive. I can do this. I just need a little practice to refine my skills. That's all. All right.
I'll take Venus. Hi, Venus. Hi, cousin.
All right, then.
Cold in New York City lately. Snowy, cold, and all that stuff. Okay. We're messy. So hope you're well, Venus. Let's see. The first card I'm pulling for you is here. And let's take a look at the first card. I feel like, Earth connection. This is saying be very grounded. We need to be more grounded. Not to be flying all over the place, letting responsibilities take you away from your true self and just being so busy all the time, connecting more with the earth and staying still and listening with your inner voice, not your outer ears, but your inner self, to ground yourself more, to feel your body, also take better care of your body. I feel like you need more exercise to move more. And the next card is the fire element. Yeah, that's saying the same thing. We need more physicality. The fire is very physical and it's very inspirational to have. So we need to move more and to do more physical activity. And that will wake you up. That will make you feel better. You may be lethargic, whatever the reason, but we need to wake you up and bring in that, first ground yourself, but bring in that fire energy, that sense of adventure, that newness. And this is ascension. So the ascension card means that you're rising to greater heights, that things are moving for you, but sometimes you're not paying attention and you think you're stuck and you're moving backward, one step forward, 2 steps back, but actually you're moving 3 steps forward and 1 step back. So it's paying attention to your progress and not being so quick to judge. But getting out, again, more physical activity, more physical exercise would really do you wonders. And it would also move your energy through you that's needs to be expressed. You need more self-expression. And finally, you're saying when you're hurting and when you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out. You're not always the one to nurture everyone and take care of everyone. You need sometimes people to take care of you, people you trust. And you know that they have your back, that they care about you. You need to reach out more and say, hey, I need to talk to somebody. Instead of always you doing the listening and you doing the nurturing and you taking care of everyone. You need to be taken care of sometimes too. So don't be shy and do get more physical activity and do get grounded. Don't get so busy in the head, more in the body, Venus.
Okay, so I saw a Facebook user. That means you're in a Head Trash Anonymous group. If you're in a Head Trash Anonymous group, we need a name Otherwise, we don't know
You
who it
certainly have
is.
plenty of names up here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened tonight.
It's busy tonight.
Oh, thank you, Venus. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, you needed to hear it then. Okay, great.
Okay, so this is for Chris Keller. I just pulled an energy card for you, Chris. Let's take a look here. I am light. I always have hope because I know myself as the light. If I have hope, I'm alive. There's possibilities here. There's potentials here. The light card is about possibilities and potentials and keeping that hope alive, burning within you. And let's see where I'm else going for Chris. I'm going with the Shaman. I feel a lot of calls to the Shaman's Oracle deck tonight. I usually get this when there's deeper messages. So let's see what's going with the I Am Light card here. All right, so let's take a look. Well, getting this a lot tonight too. A lot of the boundaries card about really honoring our own voice and not stepping into areas where we're uncomfortable. That's really about really honoring ourselves. And then we're getting the strength card because if you know yourself as light, light is in all things, the sun, the galaxy, the stars, it's this infinite strength and possibilities. And remember, what we are that we came from this energy, that we weren't created on earth per se. We were created in the spiritual realms with all this consciousness elements. And then we're also getting, this is also the I Am Light card, the spirit of empowerment. Look at the light there shining, within that person and the sword. It's all reminder of your strength and honoring yourself and trusting and believing in yourself. That's the message for tonight, Chris. Is just really about honoring and trusting yourself.
Okay, Annette Madden. I see her next. Okay, Annette, let me pull some cards for you.
Then I saw a message from Tammy. I want to read. I want to read for Tammy Riley next about your neighbor.
Okay, so now I'm reading for Annette Madden. The first card is sensitivity. So that's being aware, more aware. Sometimes we deaden ourselves. Don't deaden your emotions. Let your emotions come out, even if they're painful. And maybe you're experiencing some feeling of vulnerability now. You're feeling a little overly sensitive. Just trust that the universe has your back. And this is saying, reach out and connect to other people. So this is a time of social interaction. Networking would be good for you now. Maybe you can join a group that appeals to you emotionally, because again, we're talking about emotions. The first card was sensitivity, and that has to do a lot with emotions, and staying connected might be being with people you trust to share your emotions and to let go of some of your burdens. And this is, if you do that, you will feel very empowered. The aces are about really being, it's like an Aries card, being bold and being confident and taking a risk. So the Ace of Pentacles is saying start something new that might possibly bring in money, some significant financial reward. And this is the Pentacles again, which is about money. So we're manifesting abundance when we reach into those emotions and express them rather than bottle them up. I feel one more card, humanity and benevolence. So this is something about saying to me that you really there's a lot of love around you and support that you can access when you need it. The humanity and the benevolence is there. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to read for Tammy here about your neighbor. Let's tune in. All right, I'm going to Shaman's deck. Let's see what the message is here. And we have to remember that, when someone departs, it's actually hardest on the living. Because when you're in the spiritual realms, there is no more pain. All this stuff that's mind-based, if you will, just drops away. So when someone departs, they're in peace because there's no attachment. There's no body. There's no story attached anymore. It's always hardest on the living. And that's, let's see what we have here. Well, look at this. What a perfect card. The stars, a confirmation that they are peace, that they're one with all that is. That's the stars card, that they're connected to all that is. And They're enjoying life. And look at this. The dancer of inspiration means they're dancing in spirit, that they're enjoying the spiritual realms, if you will. Very interesting. Then we getting the gifts card as well, which is interesting. It's just a reminder for us that we're always part of the stars. We're always part of spirit. And our gifts are right here, ready to be received if we're willing to receive them. But from your neighbor, I'm just seeing like, yeah, she's with the stars. She's dancing, happy. But I said she, but maybe it's a male, but I immediately felt she energy, female energy. But it doesn't matter. We don't have male and female in the spiritual realms, but they're just happy, content, and they're just bestowing gifts upon everyone to remind them that we are one with all that is.
Okay, Kathy, last name initial H. Hi, Kathy. This is for you, okay? I'll start with these two cards. Oh, the first one is really paying attention to your intuitions and your hunches, because it's the third eye chakra. That has to do with psychic intuitiveness. So being in touch with the wisdom of the higher self is also what this card means. And then, I got humanity and benevolence. So this is being of service to other people, and not to knock yourself out and self-sacrifice and be someone's scapegoat, but this is just to do small, kind things for other people. And that really is your soul's calling. That makes you feel whole and human and happy, and not to leave yourself out too. So this is, you trust those around you. And this having an open dialogue. So this is communicating with other people in a very honest, straightforward way, not holding back, not being afraid to express who you are, and maybe express a difference of opinion. You can be as tactful as you want, but you need to speak your mind and to communicate and let people know who you really are and what your opinions are. They matter. And people can learn from you. That's the thing we don't realize when we're holding back and trying to please other people and afraid to, insult someone. We're not allowing the people really in to learn from us, because we're all teachers for each other. And look what the next card is. It's perfect manifestation of what I'm saying, and it's increased awareness. That's the key, the increased awareness for people to see who you are and understand you. And you really are a great teacher. You have the ability to teach others. And maybe you are a teacher, but if you're not, there are many ways to teach other people. It's not just getting in front of a classroom or lecturing. It's just letting people, imparting your wisdom and not being afraid what's going to happen.
All right, Tammy, thanks for the confirmation. Yeah, getting the dancing card was really a good indicator for you. Yeah, this is me. I'm dancing. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying life. So Dahlia's asking about health. So I'm going to start with this deck here. I'm feeling called to pull an animal to begin with. So let's take a look here at the animal. So the animal card that you're getting is the raccoon, the resources, the resourcefulness, reminding you that you have all the resources within you, this perfect spirit, this light. It's the mind saying, oh, I need this. I need this. I need to go see this doctor. I need to go do this. But it's all coming from the mind. It's one thing if spirit says, hey, go get some additional help. But this card is reminding you that everything's within here. Everything should be driven from here, if you will, being quiet. Like, body's not feeling right. What do? You sit and you see what arises. It's that simple, if you will, but it's not that simple when you're uncomfortable. And we're going to go with the energy card of this as well. And let's take a look here. The resources. Oh, wow. Look at this. The voice of the heart is a confirmation of the resources. I think this is a really clear message that your heart knows the way to healing. There's no other cards on that. That's really the message for everyone. The heart knows the way to healing, that we have everything within us. And this voice will say, do this, do that, and it will give you an indication that, yeah, there is an herb you need out there, an ingredient, there's something out there, but it's driven from the heart. The voice of the heart with the resources is perfect for Dali.
And this is a confirmation from Kathy. Oh, thank you. So that would be the communication and the teaching other people. Oh, great. People have a lot to learn from you. Oh, awesome. Hi, Peggy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I need a haircut. You want a reading, Peggy? Let me pull a few cards while you're here. I'm glad you're up and about. I guess it's 5:42. So hang in there, Peggy. I'm pulling some cards for you. Maybe Sam could pull one too.
Yeah, if somebody's still watching, leave a message, let us know, ask questions, and
yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're getting the High Priestess. So you really have the ability to tap into deeper knowledge, and you really, still waters run deep. You're very deep, and there's a lot more to you than people realize. That your depth of your soul depth is quite dramatic. And that's a good thing. Your High Priestess means you have the ability to look beneath the surface and gain surface knowledge and solve mysteries in life. It's deep inner awareness. And this is a father's love. It's saying to me that you have a lot of protection around you. Male energy now. I know you're married and you have a husband. Also, your father. There's a lot of love and male energy protecting you. And the next card is the present. So this is saying you need to focus and be mindful. I know you are spiritual and mindful anyway, but focusing on the present moment. When you start future guessing and you're ahead of yourself, that's when you trip over your own 2 feet, or when that impatience arises. We need to be here to fully experience every single moment. And one more card for you, Peggy. And that's trust, having more trust and faith in yourself. Know that you can have everything you want and you need, and everything you want and need is inside of you. So being into that grounded focus, attention is very important for you. And again, you are the High Priestess. You can solve any mystery and look at the hidden clues for what's your next step in your life, and to allow things to manifest for you. Okay. You want to pull a card for Peggy?
all right, I'll pull a quick card.
Just one card from Sam, because it's my daughter-in-law.
Snake, the healing card. So it's a confirmation that you're on your path to healing. Yeah. Very simple card. So that was it. So Tammy asked a question. Tammy, you have to remember that our imagination is usually closer to reality than our actual mind is. So when you're imagining something, you're seeing something, that's truth. The mind is usually, out there, but the heart is the imagination. So that's a positive confirmation there. So
yeah, when you're tuned in, that's really when you
that's when the imagination
that's more about the creativity, the inner creativity manifesting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be for Maya Rose. Let's see what we got here for Maya Rose. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so asking about moving, and when I get questions about moving, I usually like to use a Shaman's Oracle deck. So I always like to question, is it right time to move or not? And I'll pull 2 cards. So if it's the right time, it's the card B. If it's not, so we're going to do an A and B on the move and see what happens. A is like, okay, I'm going to go back here and we're going to do a little bit different. For moving, A is right now, what happens to happen right now. I'm getting clarity. And B means in the future, what needs to happen. So I'm just getting clarity on how to answer this move question. So we got 2 cards coming out. A is what you need to do right now, Maya Rose, to move. And B will be what you need to do in the future to move. So first card is about honoring yourself and trusting yourself, trusting that deeper voice within you. Because this deeper voice knows the way to move. It doesn't have to wait for the mind. It just knows, do this, do this, do this, and will unfold all the steps in front of you. But having that honor, that patience, that dedication to yourself is the practice. Now, if you want to move in the future, then you're getting the B card, the path, finding your way forward, which is all about, when I'm seeing that path card, is about awakening to your truth, of really learning to trust yourself. So the first card to move now is to completely trust yourself now. And the future card is when you learn to trust yourself.
Mm-hmm. Very good. That's what okay. So I'm totally lost.
Yeah, I know the script.
How many people did we skip? How many people did we read?
Yeah. How about?
Oh, you're welcome, Peggy.
How about,
always.
How about Rebecca or?
Rebecca. Okay. Rebecca Waldron. Okay, I feel drawn to these two cards. For you, Rebecca. Oh, this is a purification card. So we need to get out more and enjoy life more, and to release some of the mental toxins that are holding you back. But it's also physical. It's mental debris is manifesting in toxicity in the body. And we need to release that maybe through fasting or drinking more water. And also, the next card is nature spirit. So it's getting outside more and being with nature. I feel like you need to actually hug a tree. Just be so grounded in nature. That's what you need, more of nature to purify your mind and body. This is a great time to go on a retreat, like a hike or somewhere where you can be outside with the trees and the mountains or near the water, but to be really steeped in nature. If there's no way you can do it at all, just then surround yourself with beautiful pictures of nature, or even just go to a local park and enjoy the beauty there. And this is not to reflect more on what's going to happen. This is a card worrying what's going to happen. Let go of the worry and things will happen. By worrying, you're holding yourself back. That's part of the toxicity in the mind that you have to let go of. So now we're forming a picture. It's worrying when and over planning, over analyzing. That's when you get trapped in the mind and things don't manifest, or they manifest poorly. That's what you don't want instead of what you do want. So when you're out in nature, just allow that consciousness of what you truly want to manifest, and not to force, but just to allow it to come to the surface. And finally, if you do that, there will be transcendence. Okay.
All right, I see my cousin Sid here from England. So, hey, Sid, let's see what's going on here. Let's throw an energy card.
Well, I guess he's my cousin too now.
Let's see what we got here. Sid. Oh, wow, the acceptance card. That's really a challenge for a lot of people, is to accept yourself unconditionally, not beating yourself up. So just a reminder, just to appreciate you just as you are. No criticism, no judgments, about acceptance, and just appreciating us. Because that's really hard for the mind to do, with self-acceptance. And I'm going to Shaman's deck again, feeling really called to this deck tonight. And with the acceptance card, let's see what we get with that. And also, this is probably getting close to the last call because it's getting kind of late. So,
oh, yeah. Well,
all right, so
we'll see who else is here.
Oh, the courage card for Sid. The courage. Usually you see the courage card, the mind's in fear. Like maybe you're afraid to accept yourself. Maybe that's what that message is, or something in your life right now is creating a lot of fear. They're saying, let that go, accept the situation, and see how you can move through that situation. And to realize that you know the answer to move through it. You're getting the knowing card. And also you're getting the empowerment card. Listening to yourself, the true self, that heart within you, listening to the voice of the heart and moving from there, because fear doesn't exist in our heart, simply in the mind. So push through it, and just really about accepting this moment and seeing how you can change it.
Okay, so Christina Olson, who did you just read for?
Sid.
Oh, Sid, your cousin. Hi, this is for Christina Olson. Sure. Okay. Yeah, and we will wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
I feel, oops, card slipped away from me. Yes, this is the one I want. And this one. I'm going to pull 4 for Christina. And let's see what makes the most sense. Okay, so the first card I'm getting for you is Bodies of Water. Now, what I feel, there could be different possibilities, but I feel is just allowing yourself to breathe more, to just let life flow, not to be, you're feeling blocked and stuck. We need to just allow things to happen. Just feel the flow, the waterfall, the beauty of nature, how water is constantly moving and not ever stuck. There's always a wave, there's always movement in the water. And the next card for you is Earth Connection. So You're also like the person I read for a little while ago, maybe the last person is getting out more in nature for purification, and just getting in touch with nature will allow the creative juices and life to flow for you more, because nature is always in constant movement. There are sounds, birds chirping, insects, sounds of water, or the sounds of the wind. And that's to remind you that you're not stuck, that things just move on their own. It's the natural order of life. And the wheel of life means that you're letting go a lot of negative karma, that you're moving into a clearer path in your life. But it's difficult because in order to change, we go through growing pains. So just allow those fears to fall away, and just know that you're being guided to the next step. The wheel of life is moving you in the right direction. And finally, being kinder to yourself and treating yourself to something you want, or having a fun day just to kick up your heels, and just take time once in a while to do that. Have a silly, mindless, just fun day, and just let life carry you through, not being lackadaisical or being passive, but just knowing and trusting that the rhythm of life is on your side.
All right, so I'm not seeing any more messages. Just a reminder, I'm having the event Wednesday, and I know this deck is coming out Wednesday. Feeling that this is the word deck. I think we're going to be incorporating that somehow. And yeah, not seeing any messages. I'm just going to pull the last card here for tonight. We've been on an hour anyway, so.
Oh, it's almost an hour, yeah.
So let me see what the last card is. Wisdom. Wisdom isn't learned. Wisdom is just that intuitive instincts that we have within us, that gut reaction. It's really about trusting our wisdom is the last card. And just relaxing and let go of the overthinking and allow that wisdom to just rise up out of the stillness.
Oh, you're welcome, Christine. To everyone who said thank you, you're welcome. Sometimes you don't stop and just acknowledge it right away. And thank you for some of you who liked my headband or whatever you like. All right, I'm pulling a last card for tonight. We are done reaching out. Don't be shy to reach out to loved ones in time of need. Just don't hold back, and don't be afraid that you'll be a burden. People enjoy helping others, and it's good for their soul.
Yeah, so Wednesday, what time? It's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. The link is in the description of this video. Soul Messages with Lori and Sam. It's going to be the Arc of the Golden Light. I haven't done this meditation. I don't know what's going to come about. These are all channeled. I just get out of the way and we'll see what happens here. But I know this deck is being used.
Yeah, Peggy, you too have a good night. Enjoy your evening as well, and enjoy your husband's good cooking.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Happy